My name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot and welcome to the general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever, whichever area of your chart you're wanting to look at. And if you're not familiar with your chart, there is a link in the description down below. So as a general reading rules apply. Timing is far from absolute with tarot. Where these readings are a little different is that if you are, well, firstly, they either are for you or they're not. I never know who I'm reading for. So there's a past and a present in the spread. If the past and the present doesn't fit your circumstances, go and watch your moon sign, go and watch your rising sign, because the reading's not for you. Don't try and make it fit. But what you can do with these readings is ask a question beforehand. So take a moment, think about all of the questions that are around you and focus on one of them. But be aware of all of them because the cards will answer whatever they please to and not necessarily what you and I think is the most priority question. But that theoretically gives energy to the process, which hopefully I will return to you. So let me see, is there anything else to say? Housekeeping. There's a link in the description down below for the Facebook page for this channel. I tend to post these videos, or the astrology videos I've watched. If you've watched me before, you know what I'm saying. But also there's an inbox there. So if you're wanting to contact me for a personal reading, that's a good way to do it. Right, that's enough of my waffle because I'm not in a waffly mood. I am sorry the reading is late. I've been under the weather. Let's put it that way. And so, yeah, I lost a week. So let's have a look at the cards. Now, it's a really interesting arrangement of cards for you this time, Gemini. What I'm seeing is, in fact, I think I'll look you in the eye as I say this. What I'm seeing is not that you are coming into some point of power, some point of authority, some victory. It's that you have now achieved it. You are probably only recently, but you are now in a position of power, of victory, of clarity. And this has been something that you've been working towards a while. Nine of Wands with the Ace of Swords here. So we've had clarity coming while you've been fighting to get to that very end bit, but recently that final step, once you got the clarity, once you got the that's all it's fit, that's how it's all fitting together, is it? You've managed to take that step forward, and underlying your situation right now is victory. So it's like, right, how do I progress from here? And that is the question. I mean, you're feeling like you have dynamism, but there's also... Okay. It's not what I was expecting. You're almost feeling like, right, now I am in the place where I was destined to be. I was supposed to be here in this moment right now to do this. So what do I do? And you have options as long as you are listening to the... and whereas I'd normally, you know, hippie tarot reader, I'd be saying guidance. No, listen to the information that you have. It's what that Page of Swords is telling me. There may be certainly some form of situation that you are keeping a very, very close eye on. And I want you to ask about how it is that you got here. We've got the Seven of Swords here. Now, if you're familiar with tarot symbolism, that can be secrets and lies, or it can be very, very strategic. Now, I'm feeling quite ambivalent about this card. It's almost like 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. So where you have managed to position yourself in the right place at the right time to create a new dream, this is something you've been working for a while. I mean, 9 of Wands here, but 9 of Cups here. This is a form of wish fulfillment for you. But as I was shuffling, we've got Justice on the bottom of one of the deck, with the primary deck having the Devil on the bottom of it. We've got Justice here as the first card of the relevant past. I feel like you are being challenged at the moment to see if you are being true to yourself. If you are... Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that your actions are all positive and love and light, you know, because maybe positive and love and light isn't being true to yourself. You know, it maybe it isn't, how do I put this? Maybe it isn't acting on the impulses, the emotions, and on how to get to a specific end. There's a goal here. There's definitely been a goal, but I rather feel that you are at that goal and you have got to that goal by hook or by crook, which I don't feel at all bad about it. I just feel ambivalent about the meaning of this card. But there is a choice coming up for you about, okay, you're here now. What are you going to do about it? Who are you going to be now? Because wasn't there a... there was an Ace of Pentacles somewhere here. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles here. So you've had this foundational material 3D world new beginning. You've got that promotion. You've found out that secret. You have come to the place where you need to come. And with all this sword energy, there is certainly a sense of maybe there has been a winner and a loser. Now, the loser might have been not a person, but a philosophy or an idea or a regulation or a lack of authority, because you are coming into this time of the Magician. So you are coming into your own power. So if there was authority lacking before, you have managed to get yourself to the point where you have the authority. And there was an emperor around here somewhere, which also implies that for me. But really, what are you now presenting to the world? What are you now, how are you going to go forward? Because a lot of the point of what's going on right now and what has been going on is justice, and justice, setting the scales right, but the devil breaking through your own limitations. Now, luck is on your side. Good sign. Planting seeds. Well, we've got that new beginning card, and there was a fool somewhere around. Where was it? Is it new? No, I'll find wherever I saw that fool a minute ago. But there is, was it in the final cards? No, but there is, there's that whole new beginning energy which has started. You know, it's I'm not doing the, oh, you've got a new beginning coming. No, you've started this new beginning. And now you're weighing the pros and cons of how you proceed forward. Now, what I would say is how you proceed forward is things are moving quite fast, and you have to listen to the guidance that is brought to you. But as I was saying with that Page of Swords, that guidance is being brought to you in the form of information, not as in, oh, I feel I must go this way, or I feel I must go that way. No, it's information where it goes, if you do this, this and this will happen, and that is bad. And if you do that, and that will happen, and that is good. Or certainly a weighing of the pros and cons. There may even be an element of the lesser of two evils here, but there seems to be, yeah, I think the lesser of two evils might be a really good way of expressing your path forward, because Two of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles here, there is a lot of balance required, and with that Three of Cups, I'm rather thinking that there's balance required between people. You are in unknown territory at the moment, but you are being tested, which is what this Morrigan card is saying. You know, there has been some form of chaos or disruption, or quite possibly, I would not be surprised if you are this form of chaos or disruption that's been introduced to a situation because of how you have got to the right place in the right time. Now, you see, 8 of Swords, 5, right. And again, like I said, there's a lot of personalities involved here. So I feel like you are balancing conflicts and conflicting priorities, where there's that Fool card I was seeing. So, you know, from the Ace of Pentacles to the Fool card, there's a lot of new beginning energy going on. Your new beginning has started. It has not finished starting. And you are being put to a point where, yeah, you have a goal that you're wanting to go ahead with, but there's so many personalities involved here, and there's so many conflicting needs, I suppose, is a good way to put it, that it is going to be a balancing act on how you are going to proceed forward. And this is why I'm rather feeling that there is that sense of how you proceed forward is really, really important. You need to be keeping to your own moral compass. Whereas with this 7 of Swords here, you may not have been keeping to a publicly respected and idealized moral compass, but you may easily have been keeping to your own moral compass, because there's an element of, you know, I know where I want to be. And therefore, I suppose what I'm saying, that leads on to the idea of the ends justifies the means. But that's probably... Oh, that makes it sound really dramatic, doesn't it? But there may have been something where you have let something slip, which ideally you shouldn't have done, but it served your purpose to do so. Or that you may have just, I don't know, you've put yourself in the right place in the right time somehow. In an office politics style, you know, there's but now is the test of character coming up, and now is a time of, are you feeling okay with what you've done and what you're doing, and are you going to break through the chains that of this previous action, because you are balancing your wants and needs with a lot of other people's wants and needs here and agendas going on, and you're not going to be able to keep a lid on the conflicting agendas, the conflicting opinions that are going on. There will be conflict. Simple as, there will be conflict, but it's how you manage yourself through this conflict. You cannot manage the conflict, but you can manage people within this conflict, and you can certainly manage your own actions, you know, to inspire them, because maybe that is partly the sign, because we have from the Angel Tarot, or Tarot de Los Angeles, the Sexual Grigori card, which talks about success through beauty. But with the I mean, yeah, you might be getting your own way by fluttering your eyelashes, male or female. But what I'm rather seeing from this is beauty of action. That even though there has been a win-lose situation recently and you've come out on top, it's more a case of you're looking for a win-win, or at least a not lose situation to arise. And it's your guidance There is a Page of Swords again. There's your guidance that will help bring this around, because people are seeing you as a nurturing individual. Someone is nurturing you in this situation and is helping construct a firm foundation for you to move ahead with whatever your agenda is. However, as one person, as not everybody, but that with a beauty of action, you can bring more people on side, even if it's only because they may not agree with you, but they can see they know where they are with you. They can see the standard of behavior they can expect. And yes, again, another King of Cups. So all three King of Cups are out. This conflict is something that you can put an end to by, well, actually, with this Nine of Pentacles, what I'm wanting to say is by striking out on your own. But again, there's two ways I can take it, because I've got two things going on in my brain. Striking out on your own, as in walking away from the conflict and going, yeah, all right, you lot keep playing. You keep doing what you're doing. But also striking out on your own in a way that is a way that other people hadn't thought of. It's like with that Three of Cups and the Five of Wands here, there's this agenda and there's that agenda and there's that agenda, and you are there with a, yeah, but what if we do this? And then people from all of those three agendas go, huh, that might work. So it's like I say, not necessarily win-win, but a not lose situation. Because you're worried that right now you've got way too many options and there's too much chance of the conflict putting an end to everything. Whereas the thing is here, whatever this situation is that's going on, it is coming to an end. But what I am suggesting here is it wants to be coming to an end, not because the conflict like spills out and disrupts everything, but you need to choose what options that you are going to go with to maintain that balance, so that when it comes to an end, it is you going, and that's the end of it. Thank you. You know, so you're the one pushing that forward, because there is some guidance here for you, but you... Oh. Four of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Sun. There's a price to be paid for success here. There's something that you are going to have to let go of, which will come obvious, but the letting go of it is in your interest, and because you let go of whatever that thing is that you're letting go of, you get a good harvest, good results. And then three major arcana cards, one from each deck. The Hanged Man, Temperance, and the Hierophant. Now, I like this Hierophant. He rather speaks to me of secret agendas, yes, but from a kindly place. It speaks to not revealing old secrets, but a knowledge of older secrets. With the Temperance, again, there's that balance thing going on, because we had, was it here? Yeah, Two of Coins here, Two of Pentacles here, Two of Swords here, Temperance. I'm sure there was another balance card in there somewhere. But with the Hanged Man, all of this way that things are changing around for you, that this, basically this is a test. This is most definitely a test. Whether it's a test of your leadership skills with other people, or whether it's just a test in your own mind of your own behaviour, of how you can, it doesn't matter how you got here, it's how you proceed from this point on that's important. Because with Kushya, the angel of punishment, now if I remember what it says out of the book correctly, it's along the lines of, be careful if you invoke Kushiel, because yes, he will punish all wrongdoing. All of it. So, if you happen to have done some wrongdoing as well, you're the one that called him in. So don't expect to be free of it. But, as I say, with these justice cards, where there's been limitations in the past, that it's almost like there was some form of injustice or some form of balance that was being sought, but there was a force that was holding you back from that balance. There was a force that was going, no, sorry, you're not doing that. I'm too strong. I will prevent you. So, doesn't matter. You did fight and you ended up getting to a better place. You ended up recognising what you needed to do and where you needed to be, presenting a fresh idea to the world that was pretty much supported. But I do feel that this current situation, emotionally, is putting the old situation to rights, where with this devil card here, which I will clarify in a moment, I don't know whether you were victorious in the past or not, but if you weren't, you were victorious in getting the hell on out of there and starting somewhere fresh, somewhere new. So what's going on right now seems to be a sort of, has been a repetition of what's gone on in the past, but this time you've won. This time you have come through and gone, no, I'm not going through this again. And by hook or by crook, you have surged forward and won, whatever that means. But now there is the risk that you could end up turning into what it was that you were fighting against prior. And that's something that you are going to have to be very, very careful and deliberate, because I haven't got the word deliberate in my head, but I've got the word deliberate in my head. So again, what I was saying about weighing up information to keep this balance, you have to be very, very careful and deliberate in your actions in a way of maintaining your eye on a win-win situation. Someone else might have lost, or something else might have lost for you to end up where you are. But that's the end of that win-lose business in this circumstance. From here on in, you need to be looking towards a win-win, or at least a not lose, because you are being tested and there are consequences to failing this test. But you are also planting seeds to build really quite a good future coming up, one where there is that balance, one where you can turn your back on the conflicts and where you can move forward to better places fast. And when I say better places, I don't mean physical location. I think I rather mean philosophically better places. So that could mean emotionally, mentally, authority-wise, you end up somewhere better. That's really everything that I see here, Gemini. So, so if this means anything to you, comment down below, as ever. It's always good to hear, because I've got no idea what I was just talking about. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that good traditional YouTube stuff. And I will see you whenever my next readings come out, because this month I seem to have learnt not necessarily to promise anything. All right? Cheers.